Hey everyone, this is Kurisu, and tonight we're going to be continuing work on our channel emotes. Really excited because last night we finished our first emote in color, which is our ramen emote, which I think I'm actually going to adjust this just a little bit before we start on the next one, because I realized that the original I had her cheeks blushing, so I'm gonna go ahead and add that in this version too. Just because, like, even though I am kind of redesigning everything, I'm also trying to keep some consistency from the first set to the second. Let's see. Granted, it's dark. Decided since you couldn't draw limbs that weren't prosthetic, might as well make it part of the character. Yeah, that makes sense. Secretly steals the egg from the bowl. Don't do that, Sniper. The egg is the best part. Alright. We also have our co-host Hoki tonight. She is sitting on my chair with me because she's a good girl. She's such a good girl. Give everybody kisses. And that was... that portion of our stream was kisses with Hoki. She loves everybody. Sniper, don't test me. I'll fight you for my egg. Oops, I didn't mean to hit my headset. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's see here. So I have to find which layer this is on, because I have 1.5 million layers. Let's see. Thirsty fried limbs as a sniper. Oh no! Oh my gosh. Hey, welcome to chat, Julius. How's it going? Oh, I'm just dumb. It's okay. I might recover from the dumb eventually, but I haven't yet. So, to clarify, I think Julius is probably referring to what I mentioned to him earlier, because, like, I don't usually get headaches, but when I do, they're really annoying. Like, I think it was probably because I didn't sleep well last night, because that sometimes causes headaches. Like, I don't know the specifics on how that works or why, but that's a thing I deal with occasionally, so. You're fine. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Julius, you're ridiculous. Yeah, full disclosure, I don't like when people touch my head. Like, I don't know why specifically, it just makes me really uncomfortable, especially the ears. Don't ever touch my ears, fair warning. Like, for anybody. If anyone ever meets me in person, I cannot guarantee your safety if that happens. Are you talking about an event on Pokemon Go, Sniper? I feel like I missed something. I want to make sure I'm on the same page. Oh my gosh, Julius. Kurisu always carries a small scythe to cut up someone. Oh my gosh. And no, you're close though. Can't wait for the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Oh, that's right, because you mentioned they are doing the shiny, is that the shiny Rayquaza event? Yeah, like I said, for your own safety, I recommend against ever attempting to touch my ears. It's not a good idea. Like, it's kind of, like, for a visual representation of how that makes me feel, it's kind of like when you pet a cat backwards. Like, when they get really upset because you, like, pet against the direction of their fur. Or like... Or if you try to put a cat in a bathtub that doesn't like water. It's kind of like that. Awesome. Well, I hope you're able to get it, Sniper. Good luck. Alright, so I am going to get this saved real quick. And since we updated the... Oh no, I forgot to take the background out. It's okay though. We'll just have to wait for it to save again. It only takes a few seconds. So we'll hide the canvas, hit save, and then I will get our emote updated real quick. Why did my program shrink down to like teeny tiny? So one thing that's really annoying about having multiple monitors is occasionally a PC will decide, hey, I am just going to rearrange your whole life. Not always, but sometimes. Like, I'll find windows, like, from different programs in all the places I didn't leave them. Your cats like those reverse scritches. I mean, some cats do, but some get really upset about it. And this would be like a comparison with a cat that really doesn't like that. New Kurisu lore, Kurisu always carries a small scythe. I wouldn't say that's the reason why. Alright, got the file updated. Now I'm gonna go get our emote updated. Alright. No attempt, just consequences. You're the one who said it. Alright, and here is our ramen emote to match the ramen emote on screen. Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead and put our canvas back. Send a meme in Discord. I will try to check it out after the stream, but I'm probably gonna go straight to bed after this tonight. Alright, so I'm gonna zoom out. And which emote do we want to color next? I will leave that to all of you to decide. Nervous? Okay. So that is this one right here. I'm just kind of using this one for a color palette. Oh no. Low-key hating on lag. So I will do oh no after I do this one. Because I don't think that the nervous emote is going to take as long as our ramen one did. Because the ramen emote has a lot of detail compared to some of the others. So I will work on getting this one finished as quickly as I can so that we can get more done tonight. Nah, that's nonsense. I only have one more day of work this week. I will push myself to my limit and then we'll call it a day. I am actually really excited for tomorrow though, because tomorrow's Friday, and then I have like, I was gonna say I have 3 days off, but I only have 2 days off because our work week is weird next week because of the holiday. You know, surprisingly, it's not my coworkers that frustrate me, it's the customers. Like, I am not gonna go into specifics for obvious reasons, but I was emailing this lady today, and no, not with a scythe. I'm not allowed to have that at work, silly. So anyway, like I was emailing this lady about a project, and basically I was like, okay, these are the specifics of what you want, right? And like I asked a few questions that required an actual response, and she's literally just like perfect. And I'm like, what? What? What is perfect? I don't know what you're talking about. But like in those instances, I'm trying so hard not to be rude because it's like the answers literally make no sense. But like you can't be mean to the customers just because they're dumb. Like, oh my gosh. Like, you can't respond to an email that had like literally 3 or 4 different questions with a single word. It's not how things work. Especially not if you want things to turn out the way you want them. Oh my gosh, Julius. Hey, welcome back, Nox. I don't think you missed too much. I was just, explaining that surprisingly it's not my coworkers that make my job difficult. It is the customers. It's like thinking back, like even in the worst jobs I've had, it's usually not the coworkers that are the issue. Like if anything, I'm more likely to have a problem with like authority figures or like so-called authority figures than I am with like my peers. But a lot of that is just because so many people in positions where they have like any level of responsibility like to try to like let that go to their head. And I don't really have any respect for that. Because it's kind of just like, you know, you may have a title, but that title is like for the good of everybody. And if you're not going to step up and fill that role the way it needs to be filled, then you need to let somebody else step up and do it instead. But that's just my opinion. Thankfully, I don't really deal with that in my current job. So I'm thankful for that. Because, like, in my experience, that's rampant in, like, most retail fields. And I would imagine probably most factory-related fields as well, because they have kind of the same, or, like, a similar culture. But yeah, I'm just kind of rambling. Oh my gosh. So, oh my gosh. I have so many stories that I don't feel comfortable sharing just because I don't share certain things on my streams. But I have had many. I want to speak to your manager. I am the manager stories. So I'll just leave it at that. Hoki is the manager. No, she is the manager in training. She's still learning, but she's a good girl. Are you a nappy pupper? You sleeping? Yeah. Okay, I'll let you go back to sleep, puppers. She just sighed like, why did you wake me from my nap? And I totally understand, because I would have reacted the same way. I didn't realize she was asleep. Let's see, for context, shoulder charge is when you sprint at someone football style and ram your shoulder into the jaw. Ouch. Oh my gosh. No, you can't fire Hoki. Oh my gosh. Because she's too cute and it's distracting the customers. No. That's when you put Hoki by like the products that you want to sell. And then everybody comes over because they're like, "Oh, she's so cute." And then they're like, and then she just kind of like looks over at the product like, "You want some of that, don't you?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, I do need to buy some I don't know what would be on display. Oh my gosh. Like, so I don't want to say anything like holiday related because that's too obvious. Because it's always the things that you don't necessarily think about getting that are the things that people want to buy. Like, I don't know. It's cold season. Maybe like soup. Sounds like a good time. Vegan butter. That's not gonna be sitting like in the middle of the I don't know. Maybe if it was in the grocery section. But like I don't think that sells well enough. Like, cause you'd want it to be something like you'd want to put Hoki next to the thing that you could like make a lot of profit with. So like put Hoki next to like the store brand oh my gosh. What do people need right now? I don't do holidays, so I'm just kind of like what do people use for for Christmas and the other holidays? Oh yeah, vegan butter is definitely a thing. It's just usually refrigerated. Like most things like that are typically things that have to be refrigerated. Oh no, I used the wrong color. Alright, we're gonna make these thicker so we can see them from a distance. Whoosh. I almost said the dumbest thing. Because I was always like, huh, that sounds a lot like a flute. And I'm like, that is most definitely probably an ocarina. Yeah, vegan butter is actually real. Like, you can get most products in a vegan variety. I know that because an ex-partner of mine was vegan. And there were a lot of products that I didn't even know would have existed. But they did. I'm gonna make this side a little bit thicker. Whoosh. I'm not gonna make an assumption on which part is the joke, because I am indifferent. And I don't think either of those things would be a problem. I mean, that's debatable. Oh yeah, I can make my brush a lot bigger. Oops. Well, I mean, by that argument, you would pretty much be saying that, like, anybody who dates another person can't be vegan. I don't know. It's like, making emotes is actually, like, a lot more work than people probably realize. That's why it's always frustrating when I see people selling, like, whole sets of emotes for, like, 20 bucks, and it's like, that is definitely worth way more than that, because unless you did all of that in, like, an hour, and or you just had, like, AI generate it for you, like, it was definitely worth a lot more than 20 bucks. I mean, honestly, I really think that any commission is worth more than $10. Granted, I will be completely upfront in saying that I'm very biased in this because I am an illustrator. But, like, if you're drawing art at any level, like, you are doing something that not everybody has put the time and effort into learning how to do. So, if you're drawing art for other people and you want to sell art, like, honestly, charge whatever you want to. Like, because a lot of people get discouraged, like, oh, my art isn't that good, or like, you know, it this or that, and it's like, just go for it. Like, if they want to buy your art, they will. If not, then they won't. And it boils down to that, regardless of your skill level, regardless of what you're charging, regardless of all factors. People either want the art or they don't. um, let's see, the most time-consuming drawing I've ever made. Gonna have to think on that one a little bit. So, save this real quick just so I don't lose any progress, just in case. I think my most time-consuming drawing is probably, give me one moment. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and open the censored version just to be safe. But I would say this is probably my most time-consuming piece that I've done. And it is some artwork that I made for Fatal Foxtrot back in 2022. Because like at a glance, it's not a super complicated piece, but then you look at it and there's a lot of like really sort of minute details, like up here where we have like the water details, like the way the light is sort of filtering through, along with like just the crystals and the tentacles and all the everything. There's lots of detail that went into that one. Thanks, Julius. I'm glad you liked it. You know, it's funny because I actually thought about not making the clothes purple this time. For anybody who wasn't here last night, because I was totally going to make them like a dark gray black color, and there wasn't enough contrast between my Twitch in dark mode and like the details of the emote, so I'm like, well, I guess we're going with purple again, which is fine. I just thought it was interesting because sometimes things don't always go the way you plan them to, but it always works out for the best in the end. First glance, it looked like it had at least 600 layers. I would say probably, let's see, because there are times when I sort of condense layers down as I move through the piece. But I think that one, if I remember right, it had about like at least 60 or 70. Because I don't usually have layers in the hundreds, but I do typically have like, you know, any layer that's a different color is typically, or like any part of a character that is a different color is usually its own layer. Which is one thing that I do different with emotes versus my standard drawings to save time, because otherwise I would be flipping through layers right now as I'm coloring this. But for this type of project and how many emotes there are, I cannot justify doing that because it would just take too long. Plus, a lot of times, people aren't really going to pay much attention to the small details in an emote because they're only going to see it from like super far away. Like they're gonna see the teeny tiny emote and like might see some of the detail. So they're not really gonna care if all of the color was on one layer versus like 20. Hey, welcome to chat, Icy. How's it going? I mean, purple can represent a lot of things. I wouldn't necessarily associate Kurisu with royalty personally. Perseverance is probably appropriate. Oh, hi, Pupper. Did I wake you up? Oh, look at your little tail wagging. You're so happy. Such a happy girl. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. I love you too, Puppers. And that portion of our stream was Guesses with Hoki. Undertale, purple equals perseverance. I've been doing alright, thanks for asking. Tonight we're working on adding color to emotes. I do have a couple, I still need to finish line art, but I will probably do that over the weekend. And then I will see how many of these I can actually get colored over the weekend, because in some ways coloring is a lot faster and easier than line art. Because like, especially when you're just working on one layer, which I am right now, it is actually kind of a challenge because I have a hard time working on just one layer. Not because it's more difficult, but because it's just habit. Okay, why do you sound like you're eating my chair right now? Oh, you're not eating the chair, you're eating your paws. Okay. Chill step megalovania. Oh my gosh. So she's licking her paws, but Hoki has the biggest, sloppiest tongue, and like I didn't realize she was brushing up against my pants too, so now I feel like a damp spot where she's been licking her paws, and it's so awful. Oh my gosh. Pupper, why don't you scoot over a little bit? Oh, that's right, because you're taking up my whole chair and you can't. You gonna lurk for a bit? Alright, see you soon, Julius. See, can't wait to get to a point in drawing Noxie that you can do emotes and meme stuffs. Yeah, like the downside is like, depending on which direction you go with your art path, you may not have time to. Because like, I know I've mentioned specifically that like my commissions are closed right now, but that is because I know that if I had them open and somebody asked if they could submit a commission, I would definitely accept it versus working on the art that I want to work on. So right now I am focusing on what I would like to do, because I don't do that very often. Alright, so for anybody who isn't sure why I just did what I did, it's because I noticed that this layer had a few really random, like, tiny spots that didn't actually have color, that were only visible with the mask that I have, like where it has all these little sort of dots. That looks like a spot where it shouldn't have anything, but it does. Okay. Who are you gonna draw covered in fried breading? Oh my gosh. Okay, I guess that was the other color. Because I wasn't sure, because I knew I used one of the colors in the face for my white accents in the hair. I thought that it was the lighter color on the face, but I was wrong. Or the darker color, but I was wrong. Pepper, what are you trying to do right now? What are you trying to do? You try and get my attention so I'll give you pets? Okay, I'll give you some pets and neck scritches. Are you a good girl? Are you a good girl? Oh, careful, you're gonna knock me off the chair, silly. Oh my gosh. Noxie covered in breading? Sounds like a mess. My deep fried Noxie joke the other day, what are you talking about? I think you're the one who said that, because I don't remember talking about anything being deep fried. I remember reading your message. that you, Popper? Or was that ham bone? What's wrong? You went down? Here, you went down so you can go get a drink? Here. Go on. You're okay. You don't have to stay up here if you don't want to. Silly. Silly. You went down? Are you staying up here? What are you doing? What are you doing? I love you too, Pops. Let's see. So far, you think you might be sick because the only thing your stomach can handle is cereal and prune juice? Fantastic at cooking eggs, and your own eggs tasted awful. Oh no. I'm sorry, Knox. I hope you're feeling better soon. Popper. You wanna get down for a few minutes? Here, why don't you get down here and play with your toys? Come on. You're okay. I'll help you down. Ready? Whoosh. Good girl. Oh my gosh, she is so frustrating sometimes. So I told her, you know, you can get down, you can get water if you want, because she was acting like she was thirsty. And she's like, no, I want to stay up here with you. And I'm like, I don't think that is the case. So I put her down, and she literally walked straight over to her water dish. Oh my gosh. And I'm sure the second she's finished, she's gonna come back over here and she's gonna be like, I wanna come back up there now. And I'm gonna be like, not right now. It's because it's a lot easier to work on this without her on my lap. It also gives her a chance to play with her toys though, too. Probably didn't make the noodles right. What are you talking about? Oh! You made some ramen using flour and eggs and couldn't do it. I wonder if, like, I don't know. Maybe there was something wrong with the eggs. Did you check the expiration date on them? I'm gonna be honest, if I was allergic to eggs, it would ruin my whole life. Interesting. Welcome back, Julius. Let's see. Cross-contaminated with milk or wheat and developed massive rash like never before. Oh my gosh. That's awful. I'm sorry you're dealing with that, Nox. Your brother's telling you you're going through sugar withdrawal? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what these symptoms are from that. So I can't really offer advice or say one way or the other. I mean, it would make sense though, like if you were eating a lot of sugar before. Because like the body can suffer from withdrawal from just about anything. Oh, so are you talking about like withdrawal from the artificial sweeteners or from actual sugar? to if you're a cow who's fed only the wrong thing all the time and then all of a sudden you're back on that grass-fed diet. Alright, see you soon, Sniper. Switched all your sugar intake to cane sugar and cut your intake down to 1/8 of what it was, and your taste buds went back to normal. See, it's funny because, like, I don't know. I was gonna say most of the time I don't buy things that have fake sugar, whether that be like, you know, like artificial, like sugar-free options like aspartame, etc. Like, I don't typically get any of that because it just doesn't taste as good. Like, I'm weird. A lot of things, like, it's really funny because the majority of the things that are like stereotypically more healthy are the things that I actually prefer. Which I guess works in my favor, but yeah. Like, because when it comes to sweeteners, I'm always gonna opt for like real cane sugar or honey or something along those lines, just because the other things that are available don't taste as good. Like, they leave a weird aftertaste or like a weird coating in my mouth, and I don't like that. Yeah, that's fair. Like, the chocolate in Reese's is gross. Like, I've always enjoyed the peanut butter because it's peanut butter, but the chocolate is like absolutely disgusting. Which, I don't really care for chocolate anyway, but the chocolate on Reese's is like the worst. Still up Sprite though, because it wasn't about the sugar for you, it was about the Sprite. About, it's the what? The burn? That doesn't make sense. Oh, you're talking about the fizz. Okay. Okay, so you're talking about the fizz. The only thing that you have now that's even moderately sugary is Sprite, and even the zero sugar soda, zero sugar, 0 calorie Sprite has more sodium instead of sugar, but it has the same amazing burn. See, I would actually probably recommend against those types of products, because like, even though it's 0 sugar, it is arguably worse for you than the variety with real sugar in it. That said, like, obviously if there are like any sort of underlying health conditions, like if somebody has like diabetes as an example, it would be better to get those 0 sugar, 0 calorie options because it reacts differently with their system. but like, I don't know. It's still bad because of the empty calories. I mean, that's not exactly the point I was making. It's because of the chemicals that are in the synthetic sugars versus real sugars. Because, like, there's pros and cons for everything, but 9 times out of 10, you're going to be better off opting for the natural option. See, lemon lime Gatorade is nice too. See, I've never really liked that flavor. I don't know why, I'm just not a huge fan. It's like, it's weird because I like citrus when it's orange, but I've never really been a huge fan of lemon or lime flavors, and it's not because it's quote-unquote sour. I know it's not that because I really enjoy things that are sour, but like, I only like lemon and lime flavors when I'm eating them by themselves, but if I'm eating and there are other flavors that I can choose from, I'm almost always going to choose the other flavors first. Green apple is fantastic. So I don't think I asked, but how's everybody doing tonight? We love green apple, literally almost anything sour or bitter. See, I'm weird about things that are bitter. They have to be just the right kind of bitter, or I'm not very interested. It's live. Oh, the update. Are you gonna go play Pokemon now, Sniper? I wouldn't blame you if you did. You know, I've never tried I can't talk. I've never tried a crab apple before. It's like a sweet bitter. I'm not sure. Like, I would say probably the closest comparison I have to that, as far as flavors I enjoy, might be like a really strong sweet tea that has like a lot of the tea flavor. like if you brewed tea with a few extra tea bags in it and then sweetened it. It's like, generally speaking, most tea is kind of a little bit bitter by itself. Personally, I like to add sugar. Oh my gosh. Sniper can bring rare candy. Oh my gosh. Is that a drink? Because, like, I know in Pokemon it's to level up Pokemon, but, like, I ask because we're talking about drinks. awesome. 1 second, I have to check this out. I just saw Sniper's message about Rayquaza. Oh, that's awesome, Sniper. Okay, let's see what I missed in chat. You guys have been having a full-on conversation over here. Okay, Sniper says he caught it. Congratulations. But preferably no mask on my face. I have a thing about any kind of mask. Custom ones, not specifically COVID ones. See, I would say, like, I don't know, for stuff like that, it really depends on what the material is made out of. Is like, one thing that I did like about when everybody was supposed to wear masks is that, like, I don't know, I felt like I had a little more privacy that way. Like, I don't know. In some ways, it's kind of nice not having to share your face with everybody. But, like, I get both sides of most arguments like that. But, like, it's also interesting because, like, there were a bunch of, like, this is gonna sound awful the way I'm gonna say it, because I'm not trying to sound offensive, but, like, I'm going to say it this way specifically because the people who this applies to met every piece of criteria for certain stereotypes. But basically, like, there would be these creepy old men who would ask me to, like, take my mask off so they could see my face, and I'm like, no. So I didn't want them to see my face because they were creepy. Yeah, that's understandable, Julius. Like, being forced to do anything kinda takes away any type of appeal that it may or may not have had. Yeah, that's understandable. I get where you're coming from, Julius. Shit. Sorry. Oh, good. It didn't freeze. I thought it was going to. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I typically try not to when I'm streaming. Oh my gosh. Always make it a point to apologize immediately after though, because I'm like, oh no. And that is the reason why this stream is set to 18 plus. Because I never know what I'm gonna accidentally say. Generally speaking, I usually don't, but occasionally something stupid happens and I'm like, oh no, I said a thing. Also, I'm like disproportionately excited about the fact that I went to get groceries today. That's super exciting because I haven't gone grocery shopping in a little bit because I haven't felt like it. I ended up getting some water because I don't drink the tap water here. City water is gross. Let's see, I got some more peppermint tea because I was almost out. What else did I get? Ooh, I got some cornbread. It was fantastic. Also got some salts. You find it interesting, you're younger than me, but I still talk in a wholesome way. Oh my gosh. Part of that is just because, like, generally speaking, I don't necessarily see a purpose in cursing. Like, I don't know. It's like one of those areas where, like, I don't place any value on words in that capacity. So, like, I have no problem saying those words, but I generally You can curse all you want, freedom of speech, since it's an 18 plus channel. Yeah, I could, but like I still try to keep my channel like welcoming. Um like I totally just have it set to that just in the off chance anything stupid happens, either like I accidentally say something stupid or like you know, if I'm working on a commission or something that might not be appropriate for all audiences, um, which typically I don't do here because Twitch has some odd rules about things. Um, but yeah. Might help if I was on the right layer. I kept like coloring a little bit and I'm like, that doesn't look right. And I'd undo it. I'm like, that doesn't look right. Why is it not doing the thing that I want it to do? It's because I was on my color layer instead of my shading layer. No, don't do that, Hunter. That'll make my nose smell weird. And the cheese smell will be stuck there forever. It'll never go away again. fried rabbit and jalapenos and pepper gouda taste like? Sounds cheesy. I've never had Gouda before. I don't think I would like it. how I want to do this. I want to make that bigger. It's been a little bit since I've colored anything like this. What are you grumbling about, baby girl? Come here. She's over on the other side of the room like, hey, why aren't you paying attention to me? Oh my gosh. I've never had bison. I've heard it's good. Exotic meat is where it's at. Oh my gosh. See, it's weird because there's only a handful of different meats that I've had that I didn't really care for. Like, I've never liked turkey. And I'm actually not a huge fan of pork, which is weird because I like bacon and ham, but I feel like those are kind of an exception in that sort of area just because they're cured in salt, so they're salty. Like the flavor that you like if you like ham and bacon is salt. It's not pork. That's just my opinion though. Andrew says he doesn't mind pork or anything else, just as long as it's properly cooked. That's fair. Please teach you how to make that water droplet. I mean, with stuff like this, 100%, I totally just wing it. So it's hard to really break it down, I guess. But I mean, if you want, I can probably consider like doing maybe like a tutorial video at some point. Shrink this down just a little bit. Maybe not. I just needed to scrunch it down a little bit more towards like the bottom. So far, the only one you got is the neon ones, because... Oh, that I showed you last time. I'm not sure which one of them is making noise right now, because I have my headphones on. But Hoki and Hambone are being noisy tonight. I think it's probably Hambone, but I'm not sure. Because neon cyberpunk is part of character emotes. I see. I don't typically answer questions like that in chat just because the streams are recorded. So if you would like to send him a whisper to ask, he might be willing to share that with you, but I'm guessing he probably wouldn't answer that in chat just for privacy reasons. Excuse me, Hokey, Pupper, what you doing? What are you eating right now? Because I do not think that you're supposed to be eating cardboard boxes. I don't think that's good for your tummy. So you need to stop chewing on that, please. Alright, so this might be our finished nervous emote. We are gonna find out in a moment. I'm gonna go ahead and hide our canvas. going to save as a PNG. And the reason we do that is to conserve our transparent background. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and open up my other program real quick. I apologize that this is not where everybody can see what I'm doing, but let's see, what is going on here? Oh, this is a different file. That explains it. I know what I did. It's because I didn't save under the right name. Because I went to import it in my other program and I'm like, this isn't colored. One second. Alright, I can tell from the preview that this is right now. So I'll go ahead and... Alright. I think one of my least favorite things is when you try to adjust something and it's just a little bit too big or too small. And you have to keep adjusting it. Because with these, like, I have to crop like as close to the edges as possible so I get the most out of the artwork. Excuse me, Hoki. Hey. Hey. What did I just tell you about chewing on boxes? We don't chew on boxes. It's not good for eating. Okay, I already fed you. You don't need to eat the cardboard box. Silly. Oh my gosh. What are you barking at? So, oh, I know what happened. Hey, you're okay. You don't have to bark at the box. It only moved because you made it unstable. Hey, it's not trying to get you. You're fine. Oh my gosh. Sniper is never gonna let me live that one down. Oh my gosh. Hey, you're okay. It's not trying to get you. I promise you're fine. You're gonna be okay, Pupper. You're okay. I won't let the box get you. Oh my gosh. So I just realized the line art from the frog emote is like in the part that I just tried to crop. Oh my gosh, one moment. And since it's a PNG and not my other file, I go ahead and adjust over here. Nope, I didn't mean to grab that. We're going to scoot this over quite a bit. Somebody likes their V's. This is why we can't have nice things. Oh my gosh, Sniper. You're just over here roasting everybody with quotes that I've made. Oh my gosh. Which I guess technically this is why we can't have nice things isn't an original quote from me. I forget what it's from. But yeah. Alright, now let's check this out. Where is our nervous emote? Alright, so this is where I have to check to see which tier this is going to be in my new set. Because I have it all laid out in... Okay, nervous is still in follower emotes. Why in the heck is my Microsoft... Okay, I was gonna say, why is it set to like full screen mode? It wasn't. It was just bigger than my screen for some reason and in windowed mode. I may actually put the water drop on the other side. So it doesn't feel right where it is, but let's see. I'm gonna check real quick. See which side it looks better on. Yeah, I think it might look better right there. Let's go ahead, save. Gonna adjust this one more time in my other program once it's done saving. Switch over here. Oh, it's because I'm... Oh my gosh. It has been a long day because I was literally here hitting my wrong keyboard shortcut, and I'm like, why is this not working? And it would be because I was not hitting the right keys. By the way, I apologize if anybody is saying anything in chat because I realize I cannot see that right this moment. What do you mean pending approval? Oh my gosh, let's see if it updates. Well, I was going to test the new emote in chat, but Twitch is not cool enough for that. Oh, it's from the broken air conditioner from the last apartment. It was because the contract was up and I was not going to pay to stay in an apartment where the property management didn't know how to keep an air conditioner running. Because, like, I'll be upfront. I don't personally care if I have air conditioning or not, but at that point in time, I had an elderly husky living with me, and, like, it was literally hotter inside than it was outside in the middle of the summer because I was in an upstairs apartment, so all the heat was just collecting there. So whatever temperature it was outside, it was like 10 to 15 degrees warmer in my apartment. But they somehow thought that that didn't break their lease, even though it literally said that they were responsible for maintaining and making sure that all of their appliances, including ones supplied by them, were to be maintained by them. But of course, since I couldn't afford to take them to court, they just got to have their way with whatever they felt. But that's a story for another day, because I don't really like to talk about that one. Because, like, if things would have been handled in an ethical and appropriate way, I would have probably gotten at least 3 or 4 months rent back. Because, like, it was not livable conditions. Oh, it's not your fault, Sniper. At this point, I'm not even really upset about it because it was, like, a couple years ago. It's just, like, the whole principle of the situation. Because, like, if I were in their position, I would have made things right instead of just taking advantage of somebody. But I like to be fair, so that's the difference between me and them, I guess. Why is this pending approval? So I'm actually gonna go ahead and delete this and see if it lets me. Yeah, I don't. Pending emotes will be active once approved. Why is this pending approval though? Because it let my other one get added, no problem. Well, I guess we won't get to see this emote in chat tonight, so hopefully it's there by next time. So yeah, thank you everybody for being here tonight. I would start coloring another emote, but it is 10:40. Excuse me, Hokie, quit eating that box. It's not for you to eat. That is not a snack for you. Come here. Come here, right now. You do not eat boxes. Anyway. You missed the whole thing. You're fine. So I will ask what you think you missed. Because if it was reading the message that Nox sent, I did not read that out loud. Aw, thanks, Nox. But yeah, I was about ready to say that I'd see you all tomorrow, but I realized it's Thursday, so I will be off Friday, Saturday, Sunday from streaming. I don't know what my schedule's going to be like next week, because I don't know if I am doing anything related to holidays or not. Aw, thanks, Nox. I appreciate that. But I will keep everybody posted. If you follow me on social media, I'm on Facebook. Let's see, Facebook, Blue Sky, and Instagram are usually the ones that I update if I'm going to. Those are all linked here on my profile on Twitch. Aw, you have a good night too, Sniper. Thank you. Everything from 10. What? I feel like I missed some. Oh, you're good, Julius. So we finished work on our nervous emote. I uploaded it to Twitch, and Twitch was like, hey, you're not allowed to use this in chat. We have to approve this before you're allowed to use this emote. So I was like, okay, let me try uploading again just to see, like, just in case there was a glitch or something. And it's like, no, you don't use this emote until we say so. So we'll wait for Twitch to decide, because there's nothing wrong with my emote. Like, it's not inappropriate or anything. My guess is it probably tripped some sort of automatic filter because of the water drop or something. Yeah, I think I saw that, Sniper. Thank you. But yeah, do we have any preferences for a raid tonight? I am happy to send you all wherever you'd like to go. But if you don't have a preference, I will probably just end up raiding another art channel. Schlatt? Are they live right now? And I guess the other question, what do they usually do when streaming? Because typically I'm fine rating whoever, but I think I want to know sort of what their content is before I do that. Alright, while Nox is answering that, trying to think if there's anything else I missed that I needed to mention. I don't think so. But yeah, I'll be back Monday. So what does Schlatt what do they stream? Excuse me, Pupper. Why do you have where did this cardboard come from? That does not look like cardboard you should have. I mean, you shouldn't have any cardboard, but that does not look like cardboard that you should have. Now, why are you wagging your tail all happy? I just took something from you that you were not supposed to be chewing on. Oh my gosh. Before you go to bed, please check out, Nox, you didn't answer my question. Like, what does Schlatt stream on Twitch? I would like to know that before we raid their channel, please. Pupper, you wanna come up here and say bye to everybody? Come here. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. You ready? Scoop. Pupper. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna give everybody kisses. Alright, I guess we're gonna go ahead and take a risk and see what Schlatt streams, because we don't have an answer. Yeah, she has the loudest voice. Careful. Is that like, well, I mean, is Schlatt the username? I really don't know, because I guess we'll find out. Puffer, that's my hand. I can't type when you're doing that. Oh. So the last little bit there in this message is from Hoki. I don't know if it'll actually initiate the raid or not because everything's there. Invalid username. Oh my gosh. Here. You want to type something to them? Here. Right here. Okay, you're gonna give everybody kisses now? Yordle stuff. What? Like, I don't know anything about League of Legends, so as far as I'm concerned, you're just making up words right now. I know that's probably not actually the case, but yeah, I know it's super toxic. So since my questions weren't answered, I'm just gonna pick somebody at random. So do we want to, let's see, do we want to raid Scoots or Icy Soups? Oh, okay. Icy Soups, okay. Pupper, I need you to keep your nose back because I cannot type when you're bumping my types. Hey, stop typing. / raid. I see. No, you need to stay back. I see Soups. Oh my gosh, Pupper. You cannot use my mouse like that. Oh my gosh. Hoki does want to talk. She wants to have a conversation with everybody. She wants to give everybody snuggles. She loves everybody in chat and thinks all of you are amazing. Yeah, thanks for being here. Like, I really appreciate all of you for hanging out. Careful, Hoki. I don't want you to fall off the chair. But yeah. Once we get to Icy Soup's channel, please feel free to consider giving them a follow to show support. Aside from that, I'll be back Monday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific, for anyone who wants to stop and hang out. We'll be continuing work on our emote coloring. So if you enjoyed the stream tonight, hopefully you'll enjoy that one too. But yeah, thank you all so much and have a great weekend. One moment here, Hoki is making it impossible to switch screens because she keeps bumping my hand. Alright, there we go. Have a great night, everyone.